Hello Internet, and welcome to my live reaction for IDW Sonic the Hedgehog issue 35. When we last left our heroes, the race was continuing at the chateau. Cheese was doing really well, and Rouge brought the gang to Clutch to fulfill her kind of gambit to get the part she needs to fix Omega from Clutch. It didn't end up being the plan that Rouge had made, because Shadow showed up with Clutch's business card that he got from Parka Guy. More interesting things there. But Shadow's plan got overruled by Omega, and Shadow was the one who took down Clutch, showed the girls the cage full of chows Clutch had kept from all the chows that lost. And Rouge was just kind of suspicious the whole time. She seems to be... I think she's Mimic in disguise, is my bet. But then, over in the Badnik base, Sonic and Tails met Belle, a wooden robot, enclosed that someone in the comments last time pointed out looked very similar to Mr. Tinker, and she knows that she's looking for her father, who could very well be Mr. Tinker. I think there's some big Pinocchio vibes with her character, the wooden puppet, the father, so we'll see how that all plays out. But Tails' attempt to get the blueprints to fix Omega goes awry when he accidentally sets off an alert and a bunch of badniks come in to attack them. And that's where we left off last time. So you have our story so far here, Shadow kicking Clutch, Cream seeing the Chow, Tails... Rouge being kind of suspicious, Sonic meeting Belle, Tails and Belle becoming friends, and the Badnik attack. Our roll call here is Sonic, Amy, Tails, Rouge, Omega, Cream, Cheese, Gemerl, and Belle, who is titled Belle the Tinkerer, is her full name. I don't think that really means anything in particular. Oh, no, it does. Fuck, how did I completely blank on that? Mr. Tinker, the Tinkerer. I think that basically confirms that she was created by Eggman and his Mr. Tinker persona, which I'm very happy about. I was never happy with how fast we kind of blew past Mr. Tinker. If you go back to those early videos, when I talked about the subject, I mentioned how I really wanted this kind of longer, battle inside Eggman's mind between the Tinker and Eggman personas that eventually, Eggman would win, of course. But I was never satisfied with Tinker sees Metal Sonic, and all of a sudden Eggman reawakens. But yeah, that looks like Tinker will at least continue to be relevant for a little while. Anyway, we open back in the Badnik base, as Sonic, Tails, and Belle are kind of getting, surrounded by Badniks. And as you'll remember from last time, Sonic does not have the momentum he needs to really go to town on them. And Belle asks, how do they just keep coming? Who knows how many could be packed inside the walls? And Sonic is, destroying them pretty easily. But, there's just a lot of them. And as he kicks one aside, they're not exactly the toughest bots, but this isn't going to hold forever. And Tails, flies up. I've got an idea. Get ready to follow me. Right behind you, bud. You see Belle looks kind of nervous at them. And Tails flies near the door, it looks like, where the bots aren't. Up here, Bolt Brains, and all the Badniks kind of look at him, and then... Oh, right, these are the Badniks that explode on impact. So they get him... So the Badniks follow Tails to the door, and then he explodes one of them. Let's put those explosions to good use, and he blows in the door. Nice! And Sonic picks up Belle. Yeek! The two of them go running out the door. Hold on tight. We're getting out of here. Keep your hands and arms inside the vehicle at all times. And so, yeah, with the force of the explosion, the three of them are finally able to escape. Which is some really good thinking on Tails' part. I really like that resolution there. But as they're kind of take a breather outside of the room, Sonic, it looks like he runs and then comes back or something. Because we see Sonic talking to Tails and Belle, but there's also this blur. But anyway, Sonic asks, everybody good? Alright, follow me. Last one out is a rotten Eggman, and Sonic runs off, right as Tails is captured by another Badnik. And he calls out, Sonic! Oh! And we see Belle get ready to fight. I am not getting smashed to splinters in this dump. Get ready, Tails. Huh? What? And I'm trying to figure out what exactly happens here. Because it looks like she pulls on her tail. And pulling on her tail gives her some kind of momentum she needs to jump and grab Tails from the force field. I mean, there's definitely some things about her body we don't know, given that she is a puppet. And we see Tails is kind of dizzy at the impact, and Belle's like falling flat on her face, and Tails kind of rubs his head. Whoa! And Sonic looks at her. Hey, not bad. I think I'm all secret based out for today. How about you guys? And Sonic grabs them and runs down the hallway. Did they actually? I don't think they got the blueprints they came for though. Like even if they get the parts for Omega, they won't have the blueprints they need to fix him. I don't know. Maybe they'll just find another base. But anyway, we cut to outside the base. The three of them come flying out of the hatch of the base right next to the tornado. Woohoo! Yeah! And then Sonic, we see, is like very, very ecstatic. The whole adrenaline rush is getting to him. They all just kind of lie in the snow. That was fun! And he comes out and like shakes his quills. And Belle just like shell-shocked. That was horrifying. And Tails comforts her. It's actually pretty normal for us. I guess. And then Tails stands up. I guess I should let the others know what happened. Oh, there's a message from Rouge. So this was the last we saw of Rouge last time. It was her sending a message. And she just seemed a little bit suspicious through the whole thing. So we'll see here if she's like lying or something. In some way to get Sonic and Tails into some kind of trap. But Rouge comes in. Tails, we've got trouble on our end. I need you to meet me in White Park ASAP. And apparently some of the readers don't know what ASAP means because we see a little asterisk here, as soon as possible. I'll fill you in when you arrive. Sending coordinates now. Drop Sonic off at the chateau to help Amy and the others. Rouge out. So that's a kind of interesting thing here. Which leans into more suspicion about Rouge's status right now, is that things were going pretty well for them. You know, they had beaten Clutch. They basically had access to all of his robot parts. There's a little thing in the middle of last issue where Cream and Gemerl acted like it would be hard to free the Chow, which would be weird given that Clutch was defeated already. And given that Rouge has not told anyone about Parka Guy yet. So it's all kind of strange. And I'm figuring it's supposed to be strange. But anyway, Sonic wonders, what was that all about? I don't know, but it sounds serious. We should get going. And Sonic turns to leave. Yeah, okay. Sorry. Yeah, okay, puppety girl. We're gonna bounce. Nice knowing ya. And Belle looks after him. Wait, can I get a ride, maybe? And Sonic just pauses as Tails admonishes him. Sonic! We can't just leave her out here. She just saved me. Twice. And we see Belle kind of scratching her hat. I wonder if that means anything. If I'm just looking way too deep into this. And Belle tells them, I promise I'm not looking for trouble. Let me prove it to you. Also, the place I was hiding out in is full of bandits now, and I don't really have anywhere else to go, so... and Sonic's like, fine, we'll take you to White Park. Oh, thank goodness. And we see there's just kind of, Belle's has this very, like, dramatic... There's something kind of over-dramatic about her, all of her emotions. Both the hat thing and this weird, like, lurched back pose she's in. I probably am just really overanalyzing the shit out of this, but also something feels slightly up. But Tails goes for the tornado. Alright, let's fly. And Sonic tells her, pick a wing and hold on tight. Thank you so... Wait, a wing? We cut to the tornado mid-flight as Sonic is holding on to a wing very calmly, and Belle is clinging on for dear life. Yeah! And then we cut to them already at the chateau, running into Amy. As Belle just kind of dejectedly, I don't think I like flying. You didn't fall off. I'd call that a win. A couple more flights and you'll get the hang of it. And Amy sees them. Sonic! I knew you'd come! You did? And she goes in for a hug. No, but I'm not complaining. um, which is again is weird because Rouge should have told them because Rouge specifically told Sonic and Tails come. Which again adds to the something is wrong with Rouge theory. And Amy continues, I came down here to see if I could find Rouge. She called Tails, right? We could really use his help figuring out which parts to take. Hey, where is Tails? So again, why would this is less of a Rouge question. This is more of if she knew Tails was coming, why is she shocked that Sonic is here? I don't know. Sonic goes on, we heard from Rouge. You needed Tails for an emergency. You don't know anything about that? No, there's still some snags, but I wouldn't call it an emergency. Super weird. Yeah. So yeah, we're really seeing that the stories that the two of them have don't really mesh, which is going to lead to whatever the hell is going on with Rouge. If she's Mimic, if, as a commenter mentioned last time, she's been hypnotized by Starline, which fits in with their theory that Starline is Parka Guy. We'll see. Anyway, Amy turns to go upstairs. Let's head up to the penthouse, Sonic. Maybe you can bust open the, and Belle calls after her, wait, and Sonic turns around, or Amy turns around to see her. Hi, you're, and Sonic fills her in. Belle, she's helping out. Neat, we could use the extra hands. Come on. And I mentioned, I think, the first part of this arc, a kind of worry that Evan Stanley would, like, bring Amy back to her more clingy, possessive side that we see in a lot of the older games, as opposed to the, independent but still crushing on Sonic that Ian Flynn wrote her as. And so when I saw Amy and Belle together, I was or in the same panel, I was a little worried she'd be all like, oh, you're trying to steal my man vibes. And I'm very glad that is not the case. This is just, all right, we could use some help. Come on. So that's good. That's good. Like I've said in the past, Amy's characterization in this series is one of its best improvements on the prior canon. And we love to see it. So anyway, now the gang is back in the penthouse, looking in Clutch's room, headed towards the area where, I'm guessing where the crate, the cage is. Almost there. And so now we're in the main room where Clutch is still lying defeated. Cream is still looking in the cage. And Gemerl's just standing there staring at Clutch. And Sonic comes in. Awesome. More spooky old robot junk. Nothing can go wrong with that. And Cream runs over to Sonic. Mr. Sonic, it's terrible. We can't break the cage without hurting the poor Chow. And there's so many locks. Locks? This is Belle. I can do locks. You can? And she reveals from each of her fingertips, from her thumb, we see a hammer, a wrench, a screwdriver, a paintbrush, and like a mini crowbar. This is also the thing in the roll call. Her image in the roll call page is this panel, which I kind of noted earlier as like maybe she had shown that last time and I kind of forgotten about it. But no, this is definitely the scene in question. If there's something that could use a little tinkering, I'm your girl. Hooray! Thank you! And Sonic is kind of a little stunned. Whoa. Well, okay then. I'm a little shocked that Sonic hasn't started to figure out that she's related to Tinker. Both in the term tinkering, her outfit is very similar to Mr. Tinker's. I'm a little shocked he hasn't even considered putting the pieces together. But Cream takes Belle over to the cage. I'm Cream. What's your name? Belle. Nice to meet you. Hey, is that guy? And she looks over to Clutch. A big meanie? Yep. Oh, okay. That is not what she was trying to ask, Cream. And Sonic turns to Amy. What's up? I don't want to worry Cream, but I've got a bad feeling about Rouge and Tails. If Rouge changed the plan, she should have told me. We need to find them. Yeah. I'll do a sweep outside. If they're anywhere in White Park, I'll find them. Good luck. And Sonic runs off to go find them. So yeah, it's really like these past two issues. Like I've had these questions, but the characters really haven't. They haven't quite seen, and it's just because as a reader, you're in a more omniscient perspective. But there was a part of me that was worried that maybe the writers didn't actually realize how many questions there were about this arc. And I'm really glad now that it's starting to be much clearer that, like, the writers do know what's going on. It's one of those chapters that really does assure you that, like, there is a plan in place. Anyway, Cream turns to Amy. Where did Mr. Sonic go? To go get Tails. He'll be right back. And Gemerl looks away. Our situation is still extremely tenuous. We do not have time for... And just then the light cut off, and we hear a geh-heh-heh. Uh-oh. Clutch! Subject was confirmed unconscious moments ago. And it is Clutch, who's disappeared. Keh, haven't you kids ever heard of playing possum? Amy, like, readies her hammer. Come out and fight fair. And we hear this kind of laser barely misses Amy, or she barely gets out of the way. And we see Clutch has shot at her. Turnabout is fair play, missy. Do you know why I can leave my door unlocked? It's because the folks who know why. It's because the folks who know why aren't foolish enough to cross me, and the folks who don't won't make it out alive. So long, good doing business with ya. And he hits some button on his way out, which is probably going to be like some kind of self-destruct switch. Or no, it activates a robot. Okay, we see like its foot slammed down in front of Amy, and she looks up, kind of panicked. And it's this gigantic robot bear, moving its claws to slash at her. We can take this guy. Come on, Gemerl. Acknowledged, engaging at full power. And then he turns back around. Cream? He hears a scream. And then he turns back around. Cream? And Cream and Belle are now surrounded by badniks and egg pawns. And Belle curses, sawdust. Badniks again? And then Amy tells Gemerl to go. It's okay, go. Help Cream. I'm coming. All right. And we see Gemerl just kind of like, they're badniks, not exactly dangerous. He easily rips the head off one. The problem is that Amy is now alone with the big bear. And the bear makes a lunge at Amy. Not a bad swing. She jumps out of the way. Try mine. And hits him with a hammer. But it only leaves the slightest of dents. Not a whole lot of damage. And the bear goes back chasing after her. No fair. If only Sonic were here. And then she kind of stops herself. No, you aren't going to let this big dumb jerk push you around. You're going to handle it yourself. So yeah, we're not going to have, Amy crying out for her man to save her. She's here to save herself, thank you very much. Listen up, you bucket of bolts. Being in charge of the restoration was way tougher than anything you can throw at me. Beating up bad bots like you is my specialty, so you might as well give up now. And using her mallet like a golf club, she whacks something in the direction of the bear, like a chair it looks like, and it hits him, kind of stuns him. Aha! Not as hard-headed as you look, are you? She kind of retreats for a moment, to lure the bear away. Growl all you want. I'm gonna get you. And then nearby, we cut to Tails, who is bound up with Rouge. Oh, my head is spinning. And we see they're bound up together on a roller coaster with Parka Guy in the front car. I think it's time to find out who Parka Guy is. And Tails turns to Rouge. Hey, I landed the tornado where you said, and you attacked me. Why? I didn't. Not of my own free will. Okay, it's looking like the hypnosis theory was right. I still don't remember Starline ever having hypnosis in his repertoire. If this is Starline. What do you mean? I was duped, sweetie. Cornered, interrogated, and if you can believe it, hypnotized. Hypnotized? I wouldn't buy it either if it hadn't happened to me. And we see Parka Guy's hand as he is hypnotizing Rouge, very clearly with the tricore still attached, which makes it very likely it's Starline, unless something happens in issue 4 of Bad Guys and makes him lose it. But why? Beats me, but I think I know who. Just then from the front car, Parka Guy says, Now, don't go giving away the surprise so soon. I'm glad you enjoy my little mind trick. A shame it won't last. I could have done it better with a bit more time, but it was perfect for a touch of subliminal suggestion. I look forward to more sessions with you, Rouge. You really were an exceptional sleeper agent. As soon as this coaster hits the edge of the park, we'll hop off and make our exit. We'll have plenty of time to talk when you're sitting comfortably in my test chambers. And then we move to Sonic, who is still looking for them. If I were a kid genius, and he's sitting on like a flagpole on the roller coaster. If I were a kid genius and/or a super spy, where would I be? And then he spots the roller coaster. There we go. Time to get to the bottom of this, and he runs after it as Parka Guy sees him. Ah, excellent. It's nearly time for my big scene. Hey, what's... we see this kind of blur happen as one of the roller coaster cars has flown off the rest of the roller coaster and slammed onto the track in front of Sonic. Gah! And then he falls to the ground. And as he's falling, he is caught by Shadow. And Shadow just gets mad at him. You couldn't dodge that? You really are an embarrassment. Oh, hi Shadow. Nice to see you too. Out of my way. And he lets go of Sonic, letting him catch himself on the roller coaster track. Thanks for the catch. Are you following the coaster too? I had the wrong man before. Not this time. I'll take that as a yes, and they hop onto another part of the track to continue the chase. And he calls out to Parka Guy, Hey you, it's rude to throw roller coasters at people. I expect a full apology. And Tails calls out, Sonic, watch out, it's... and we see Parka Guy with his hood down, and he is Starline. Sidekick. I'll handle the dramatic reveal, thank you very much. And Sonic calls out to him, Starline, long time no see, scuzzball. Where have you been hiding? None of your business, Hedgehog. I'm afraid I'm a bit too busy for a fight today. Places to go, people to kidnap, you understand. No, and Sonic tells him, no worries, I'm making an extra quick beatdown. Wait, I prepared a surprise just for you. It'll be ready in 3, 2, 1, and we see this explosion in the mountains above the chateau. I think he's kicked off an avalanche to bury the chateau. Voila! We had such fun in the snow last time, back in 14, as the editor's note reminds us. I thought you might enjoy an encore. And the avalanche starts to come down the mountain. So what'll it be? Save your friends or the hundreds of ignorant innocents waiting in the chateau. And Sonic, Tails, Rouge, and Shadow all react. Next time, a race against the avalanche. Okay. So now, I was wrong. Starline was Parka Guy. I still just don't remember hypnosis being part of his repertoire, which is one of the reasons I was so opposed to the Starline plus hypnosis theory. Though I might just be forgetting something. But I can't really think of any time he's done it. Either way, the big question here is what exactly does Starline want? Because I figured he was here for the egg tech, the same thing that I figured that Parka Guy was here for the egg tech, the same thing that that Sonic and Amy and Rouge are all here for. And yet, the avalanche would destroy all of Clutch's egg tech. Like if it's all crushed under the snow, he can't get anything out of it. So there still is a mystery of what exactly Starline's goal is here. Like, I don't think this is all a plot to kill Sonic. Maybe they'll be made clearer in the last issue of Bad Guys. As we kind of see, you know, how Starline gets out of Mimic and Zavok getting ready to kill him. As we see what his goals are in the aftermath, if he still is the kind of, you know, Eggman stan, or if that series ends with in the route it's going with Starline deciding that he doesn't need to be evil for Eggman, he'll be evil for himself. But if so, what is his goal with the egg tech? Does he just want to destroy symbols of Eggman? I don't know. I think we won't really be able to get a read on Starline's goal until Bad Guys ends. Because there's just too much that can happen in that last issue. And without something happening in the last issue, I can't really get a read on what his end game is here. But beyond that, the chapter is really fun. This issue is really fun, I mean. It really does kind of give me... It's the kind of issue that shows that there was a plan the whole time, it's been followed, and I assumed that, but there were parts of me that were a little worried that, like, at the end, it would still kind of be really weird. And so while it answers most of the questions the arc has had, it does not answer all of them, as Starline's motives are still kind of unclear. Also gives us some really fun action beats, specifically the escape from the computer room, some more Tinker mysteries, as she kind of has this tail launching power. And then we see some more things as Clutch summons this robot bear. And given the next issue is the end of this arc, there really is kind of a lot to do. There still is, resolving this bear, which I don't know how long it's going to take. But then catching Clutch, stopping Starline. Now that we kind of know those are two completely separate storylines. I mean, I definitely see Starline getting away here. I don't think Starline is going to, go down. Just because he's been brought back just now, and so to be rid of him already is kind of weird. But also we don't know if this is an arc that's building to a larger saga, like the Neo Metal Sonic arcs were, and the Metal Virus arcs were. We're all kind of building towards that finale. We don't know if this is going to be mostly a standalone thing, or if it's going to lead into a new Starline-led saga. So my point being, there's still a lot of questions going forward as to where this is going. That being said, Starline is still a really, really fun villain. And honestly, as soon as he starts grandstanding, it's very obvious that it's him. Mimic would not ramble that much. And it's very much a Starline style. And I just love Starline's dialogue. I think he's a really fun character. He's really fun for me to read. Him and Eggman, but really him even more than Eggman, are the characters I have the most fun reading. So I'm excited that he's back in the main series. And yeah, now we're just all kind of moving into the finale as Sonic has to decide between stopping Starline and even saving Tails and Rouge, or stopping the avalanche. And I do kind of feel like the solution is going to be, related to Shadow and Sonic. One of them handles the chateau, and one of them handles Tails and Rouge. But yeah, it's just a really fun issue, kind of setting up the end game of the arc. There's also still, the growing mystery of or not even a mystery at this point, but growing certainty that Belle was created by Tinker, which leads to questions of how that plotline is going to get resolved. All in all, it's just a really fun arc, really fun issue, setting up a really fun finale for a pretty fun arc. But yeah, that's all I have to say for this video. Hope you all enjoyed the chapter and the video itself. If you did, feel free to drop me a like or subscribe, do whatever makes you happy, And remember, your life is your own, okay? Bye!